Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. We have a major end of an era, so to speak, for Valve, Steam, and Windows as a whole, as Valve is officially ending Steam support for classic Windows platforms. This was announced back in, I want to say, March of last year, or April of last year, a while ago, but as the year has turned, and the calendar has turned, I should say, to 2024, Windows 7 and 8 support is officially no more. Why don't I run down the Steam support page and the post that they made way back when, and also, as we head into 2024, I'm sure many of you want to pick up a new graphics card. While an RTX 4000 series GPU may be enticing, may seem spicy now, Nvidia Blackwell RTX 5000 series GPUs may debut earlier than expected. We'll talk that in just a little bit. But first of all, Windows 7 and Windows 8 support is ending, as noted on TechSpot, and no more updates for old users as the new year started. Steam support is ending as well. Now, going back to the initial post from the Steam page, the help page, as of January 1st, 2024, Steam will officially stop supporting the Windows 7, Windows 8, and Windows 8.1 operating systems. After that date, existing Steam client installations on these operating systems will no longer receive updates of any kind, including security updates. Steam support will be unable to offer users technical support for issues related to the old operating systems, and Steam will be unable to guarantee continued functionality of Steam on the unsupporting operating system versions. In order to ensure continued operation of Steam and any games or other products purchased through Steam, users should update to a more recent version of Windows. We expect the Steam client and games on these older operating systems to continue running for some time without updates after January 1st, but we are unable to guarantee continued functionality after the date. This change is required as a core feature in Steam rely on an embedded version of Google Chrome, which no longer functions on older versions of Windows. In addition, future versions of Steam will require Windows feature and security updates only present in Windows 10 and above. We strongly encourage, and obviously this goes without saying, all Windows 7, 8, and 8.1 users to update. I'm pretty sure most of you guys have already moved on from Windows 7 and 8, but just in case you haven't, if you're running a toaster, a potato PC, a PC from a decade ago, or even over a decade ago, yeah, time to upgrade it, probably your PC as a whole, and, jump on over to a newer Windows platform. But why I wanted to mention this is Windows 7 is an absolutely iconic OS and operating system. I feel like a lot of us are very nostalgic towards Windows 7 as a whole, and a lot of people will tout it as one of the best operating systems of all time, and I probably would agree with that, and it ending support kind of puts a stamp on it being the end of an era. That generation is kind of beyond us at this point, and when I got into PC gaming, it was all about Windows 7. I think people were talking like pre-Windows 7 when I got into PC, but really Windows 7 was well, Windows 7 was what most people were using when I got into PC gaming, but for me, this is what I grew up with, so obviously there's a little bit of nostalgia tied to it, and every time I see a post like this when it comes to ending support of a certain thing or a game being delisted, especially in a case like this is almost, and I feel like a lot of you guys are gonna feel the same way, kind of closing the chapter on a portion of your life. Like, if you have been PC gaming for as long as I have, and it defined kind of a generation of your life and an era of your life, like from ages 14 to, 19 or around that range, for me, like Steam, Windows 7, that was a big component of my life, and Windows 7 kind of closing the book on that, again, it almost is a signaling for me to close that chapter of my life. Not necessarily that this is the only thing that signals me to close that chapter of my life, but obviously one of the indicative things that, oh yeah, we are getting older, and Windows 7 is behind us, and Steam ain't gonna even update it. And again, this is a minuscule thing in the grand scheme of things of what defined a generation or an era for us, but it's one of those things that, to me personally, given how integral it was in my life, especially making videos on YouTube and whatnot, it kind of is a little bittersweet in that regard. Obviously, it's something that has to happen, and most of you guys have moved well on from Windows 7, but still, January 1st of 2024 yesterday marked the end of an era for Windows 7, 8, and 8.1 as Valve no longer supports. Now, Windows 7 has stopped support for a while in other ways, but yeah, you should have moved on from Windows 7 a while ago, but nevertheless, now with Steam no longer supporting, it's just, to me, a little bit of a bittersweet moment, but it is what it is. We'll get over it, and I'm sure it's it's not going to impact that many people. Moving on from that, as we close one chapter of our life, we move into the future, 2024 and beyond. And for a lot of you guys, you may be looking to upgrade your graphics card because when the world went to hell in 2020, a lot of you guys stuck around with your 10 series GPU waiting to upgrade into a 3000 series GPU, or, you just waited for prices to go down, etc., etc. But obviously, after the world went to hell, GPU prices went up. Now, things have normalized, things have stabilized. At this point, if you want to upgrade, that pathway is pretty clear and open for you. But I remember, before the world going to hell, a lot of people were sticking around with their 10 series GPU. What I usually recommend is skip a generation, maybe 2 gens, and then upgrade. If you had a 10 series GPU, you skip the 2000 series GPUs and then the 3000 series GPUs. Yo, good luck with that one. And at this point, if you want to upgrade your GPU, you obviously could have, but I assume some of you guys are still rocking your 10 series GPUs. And at the end of the day, if you're playing a limited amount of games and you have no desire to run games at the best settings, best performance, best resolutions, or you just play games that are catered towards lower performance, or they can run with, let's say, a 1070, there's really never a desire to upgrade. Or to be fair, there's always a desire to upgrade, but a need to upgrade in terms of what your gaming expectations are. Like, my buddy has an RTX 3060, and he's already talking about, dude, I want to upgrade, and my boy just plays Destiny 2 all day and pretty much nothing else. Like, he don't need to upgrade given his gaming palette at this stage of the game. But for some of you guys, it might get to a stage where you're looking to upgrade, and the question is, do you upgrade now or do you wait a little bit longer? Well, as noted, Nvidia is mulling an earlier release of its next generation of consumer graphics cards, the RTX 5000 Blackwell lineup, pushing it up to the 4th quarter of 2024. A source has told Moore's Law is dead. 2 key deciding factors will be how well current gen sales are doing and how competitive AMD's RDNA 4, the RX 8000 series, turn out to be. Outside competitive influence will also be a factor, with the company closely watching how AMD's next-gen RDNA 4 GPU's architecture is shaping up. And there is a video attached as well, so if you do want to check that out. As far as 5000 series GPUs go, I think it can be pretty exciting for a lot of people. I personally, in my main gaming PC, I do have an RTX 3080, and I do plan on buying probably an entirely new rig at some point here in the next, probably year. It's about getting to that point. And, it's been a while since I got my current rig, at least for my standards. I mean, you can get a PC and then stick with it for 5, 6, 7 years and then just upgrade it as you go. But I think I'm just going to scrap it and buy an entirely new rig altogether and then do something with the current rig that I have and give it to somebody or something of that sort. Maybe be a nice person for once in my life. But as far as RTX 5000 series GPUs go, when those come out, I do expect them to be bought up pretty quickly, and it's going to be fairly difficult to get those GPUs. So do expect that. You have to be a hawk when it comes to getting the initial launch and wave of GPUs, but we'll see how that turns out. Q4 is still a ways away. I mean, we just entered Q1 right now, and Q4 is going to kick off a ways away from now, so things are constantly in flux as far as that's concerned. And there's multiple factors whether or not these GPUs are going to come out by the end of this year, but we'll see how all of that turns out. But that is going to do it for me. Again, an end of an era for Steam and Windows, as Windows 7 and 8 support has ended as far as Steam is concerned, but you should have upgraded Windows a long time ago if you're still rocking 7 or 8. And Nvidia Blackwell RTX 5000 series GPUs may debut earlier than expected. And a lot of you guys are itching to, upgrade your GPUs. If you're gonna stick with the Nvidia lineup, maybe if you can hold out for a little bit longer. A little bit is, subjective. A little bit as far as, probably closer to a year. The RTX 5000 series may be here sooner than expected. That's gonna do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.